wave at me. 3, 2, 1, look back to the wave. 3, 2, 1, look at me wave.
Rocks across the pavement, hoping it will cave and swallow me whole. Wonder why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was sold. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control.
Welcome to UA Live. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Carter. Coming up in the show, we look at the UA Education Foundation, Sam Span, and a live interview with a senior lacrosse player, Colin Moore.
Seniors, save the date for the UAHS Senior Prom on Thursday, May 27th at the high school. The theme is Red Carpet Entrance. Ticket information will be shared soon. If you have any questions, please contact Mr. Besch at mbesch, spelled B-O-E-S-C-H, at uaschools.org.
14 Upper Arlington High School students have recently qualified as semifinalists for the 66th Annual National Merit Scholarship Program.
The National Merit Scholarship Program takes finalists from students who have fulfilled the requirements of having a high record of academic achievement in grades 9 through 12 and earning a high score on the SAT.
Finalists will receive merit scholarship awards totaling $30 million.
Now, let's take a look at what the UA Education Foundation is and why it is so important to our community.
The Upper Arlington Education Foundation, located on North Malway Drive, has impacted the Upper Arlington School District in many positive ways. I decided to interview the Executive Director, Alice Swinley, and Board Chair, Jennifer Overmeyer, about the Foundation's goal and what the Foundation does for the Upper Arlington community.
The Upper Arlington Education Foundation was established in 1985. And at that time, the way school districts were funded was kind of changing. School districts like Upper Arlington started getting less funding from the state and federal funding. So the superintendent at the time, Dr. Homer Mitzi, pulled together some community members and launched the idea of starting a foundation that would raise private money outside of tax money that would be there in case the school district needed those extras.
With the help of the foundation, the school district has been able to do many more activities to enhance the faculty and student body.
We gave 44 grants last year, and for a total the total amount in grants was $81,190. Also supported Art Takeover, which when you walk into the high school, right by the front door on the right, there's that huge mural that says love out loud. That was another one. We also just recently during COVID provided live streaming equipment, funding for live streaming equipment. So if you've seen any of the sports games or any of the different events at the school that have been live streamed. One of my favorite things is that we also provide funding for bringing in lots of speakers and authors. During the school year, we brought Kyle Schultz, the Deaf Ninja, to Windermere last year, and he came and spoke. That was really cool. He funded a seminar for families. It was with Rosalind Wiseman, who wrote Queen Bees and Wannabes. And so she did a great webinar on, just how to support students through these teenage years.
As many can see, the foundation has been able to fund many projects and essentials for classes. To further my knowledge, I decided to ask who can request a grant so they too can extend their learning or leave a positive impact on the school district.
We've had grant requests from definitely students and a lot of teachers. Sometimes the administrators, media specialists, sometimes counselors, sometimes parents have ideas, or PTOs will partner with PTOs on some things.
It is a privilege to be able to be a part of this and to see what kind of amazing ideas students have, especially my favorite kind of grants are when students come to us, with the support of their teachers and administrators with things that they want to do.
The foundation is a nonprofit organization, so all money that donors give goes straight to grants. For more information on giving money or requesting a grant, you can visit the foundation's website at UAHEducationfoundation.com. This has been Sophia Sweistel reporting for the WARL.
The mission of the UA Education Foundation is to provide access to meaningful opportunities for each and every student. Don't hesitate to reach out.
The CDC has confirmed that fully vaccinated individuals don't need to wear their mask when walking, hiking, biking, running, or gathering in small groups outside.
This is a major step towards easing pandemic restrictions, and officials hope this will encourage more people to get vaccinated. Scientists are predicting massive drops in cases, hospitalizations, and deaths by July.
But remember to keep yourself and others safe by keeping masks on indoors when you're around others.
Now let's toss it to sports with Ellie and Sophia.
It was a busy week for our athletes honoring our seniors. Boys lacrosse celebrated their 16 seniors on Tuesday, May 4th in a game against Hilliard-Davidson, winning 13-6. 4 of their seniors plan to play lacrosse into college.
This weekend, the boys competed in the Midwest Scholastic Tournament, taking home first place along with Shea Keithler's Midwest Player of the Year, beating Jerome 12-4 in the final, making their record 19-1.
On April 27th, the girls lacrosse team celebrated their 6 seniors against Hilliard-Bradley, winning 19-0.
They were each recognized for their academic and athletic accomplishments during their high school career and were greeted by their families on the field. Adam Antidis takes a look at their senior night and how their season has been.
On Tuesday, April 27th, the UAHS girls lacrosse team celebrated their seniors. Kate Mason, Claire Gallipu, Annie Hargraves, Paris Alexander, Delaney Evans, and Ava Walters. I spoke with sophomores Natalie Potts and Sydney Barrett about their experiences being on the team this year.
This lacrosse season has been very fun, and we're so lucky that we haven't gotten quarantined this year because of how many different things are happening.
And tonight was senior night, and we're really proud of all of our seniors, and we wish them good luck next year in college because they're going to do amazing things.
And we can't wait to see what they accomplish.
Along with the usual senior night family walkout, the seniors got some very special messages from past UA girls lacrosse players. These messages were very funny and sweet and showed how much their past teammates cared for them. I then spoke with senior captain Claire Gallipu about how their season was going and how their senior night was for her.
And so far, we're undefeated this season. It's been super fun so far. We have a lot of new varsity players, so it's been fun getting to know all the underclassmen. And we've been pretty fortunate with not having a lot of COVID issues. And so we're just hoping to make it to states again and hopefully come out on top. Senior night was super special this year because all 3 teams got to come out onto the field and they created a tunnel for the seniors to walk through. And the parents put so much work and effort into it to make this evening so fantastic. And for me personally, my dad flew in from Florida for the night and it was really good to see him. I haven't seen him in a while, so it just made the whole day even better.
Number 7, Kyle Voss.
The girls played a great game honoring their seniors, and they are excited to see how the rest of the season goes. This has been Ava Adamantides reporting for the WARL.
The girls continue to defend their so far undefeated season, winning 15-4 against Dublin Jerome. They are headed into the tournament May 18th and are hoping to make it far.
Also looking for a win is the boys water polo team, hoping to snag their first state championship since 2012. Their senior night is the 12th on Wednesday against Thomas Worthington.
UA alumni had a chance to swim in the UAHS natatorium for the last time this past Saturday. Elena dove in to get the story.
On Sunday, May 2nd, the Upper Arlington Aquatics Association held their last splash bash at the high school natatorium. I decided to interview a couple of the attendees to see how they felt about losing the original pool.
Hey, my name is Laurie Gill Voss. I am an alum of Upper Arlington High School and I swam. The pool is getting knocked down at the end of May. The pool is 55 years old and a lot of families, including mine, have spent a lot of time here and we wanted to send it off in style. So anyone who wants to have a last swim in the pool is going to be able to do that. I even have my bathing suit on because I'm going to get in the pool. So there's going to be some fun relays and an alumni 25 freestyle. There are also a lot of silent auction items and live auction items, and that money will be used for future needs for the new pool. My dad is an alum of the swim program as well. He is a class of 1966.
Hi, I'm David Gill. I was a swimmer at Upper Arlington High School for 3 years. We have 3 generations that have been part of this program. My senior year, this pool was built, and I was the first captain in the pool. This pool has outlived its usefulness. It's no longer cutting edge, and this new pool is going to be just absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I will miss it, but at the same time, I look forward to the new pool and what they'll be able to accomplish with that.
And my 2 sons have swam for the Upper Arlington Swim Club and Upper Arlington High School.
My name's Avery Voss. I've been swimming and playing water polo here at the high school for 4 years. Oh yeah, I'm super sad. I've been swimming here my whole life. Like, this is where I learned how to swim and where I got better as a swimmer, so I'm going to be super sad to see it go. The new pool is going to be a lot nicer, so I think they'll be excited to swim there also. Go Bears.
Yeah, my name is Mike DeBear. I just finished my 11th year as the head boys coach of both the swim team and the swim club. So I'm not the most sentimental person. I'm ready for the new pool, but a lot of what our program is comes from that pool. You know, it's not the nicest pool. It's old. It can be dirty, and it is part of our identity. So it's bittersweet. A few of our parents a couple of them are 2nd and 3rd generation swimmers at UA, wanted to do some sort of event where kids could and families could be in the pool one last time. It's just hopefully going to be a really great day for everyone involved with this great weather as well.
Hi, I'm Javier Fernandez. I've been swimming here for like 4 years. It's not really going to be that sad that we're getting rid of the old pool because we're eventually going to get a new one. There's a lot of memories here, but for as long as I've been swimming, the pool's been pretty gross. Bugs, hair, some other stuff. But it's been a good experience.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Oliphant. I'm a freshman here, and I'm excited for a new pool, but I'm also sad. One thing that happened pretty recently with the nastiness is the little poles that connect the flags that go across the pool. Our coach, she picked it up and tried to rinse it off in the pool, and it was so gross that it left like a brown stain for like a solid 2 minutes.
Hi, I'm Emmy Campbell. I'm a freshman. Something that just happened in this pool that I won't miss was there was a bat in the deep end of the pool, and we still had to practice after we got it out.
I'm Kirsten Shantz, and I'm a sophomore. I've been swimming here since I was 9, I think. They're like auctioning off everything, so it's all like new. It's new everything, so like nothing's really the same, which is sad, but it's good, definitely, because it'll be definitely a lot more clean.
As you can see, the general consensus is that the old pool will be missed, but its pollution will not. This is Elena Fernandez reporting for the WARL.
The new pool will have a major upgrade from its current 6 lanes to 11, and will have a digital scoreboard. The new varsity gym will be larger in size and will also include a digital scoreboard and more seating to fit fans for athletics.
The boys varsity volleyball team honored their 5 seniors Monday the 3rd against Olentangy. The final score was 3-0, making their record 2-17. The team is looking forward to a great first tournament round in the upcoming weeks.
Now let's hop over to Bella with a live interview with one of our boys varsity lacrosse players.
Tuesday, May 4th was senior night for UA boys lacrosse. I'm here with senior defender Colin Moore. Colin, what did senior night mean to you?
It meant a lot. It was really cool to just see everyone get celebrated. We put in a lot of work in the off season. It was just fun to, have that experience.
What are some of the team's goals for this season?
Well, this weekend we have the Midwest tournament, and we obviously want to win that, and then hopefully win states.
Looking back to freshman year, what advice would you give to a freshman in the program?
I think just come prepared. It's a tough program. Everything's, tryouts are very difficult, and you just need to come prepared for everything.
Do you have any plans in the future with lacrosse?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing lacrosse at John Carroll the next 4 years, so I'm really excited for that, to go play for the Blue Streaks.
Well, good luck to you next year. Now to Lena and Elizabeth with Community.
Upper Arlington High School junior Ella Milburn is looking for snack donations for the Homeless Family Foundation. This year, she has donated over 8,600 snacks. If you are interested in donating, you can drop snacks off at 1794 Roxbury Road.
The Forum at Knightsbridge is looking for student volunteers to help wash cars at the car wash
for the Alzheimer's Association Saturday, May 15th from 11 to 2 p.m. It will be a luau theme, and there will be live music and treats while you wash cars for the community.
All donations will benefit the Alzheimer's Association. Interested students should contact Tears O' Wise at 614-453-9810 in order to fill out the paperwork prior to the event.
On Tuesday, May 4th, the ballot for the new community center passed. Laurie and Patrick took a look at the planning and operations of the new building.
In 2015, the Macy's on Tremont Road closed its doors for the final time. It has laid vacant since then.
The idea of a community center has been a hot topic around Upper Arlington for the last couple of months. The new building will replace the old Macy's at Kingsdale Center.
We got a chance to interview UA City Manager Steve Shoney on the ins and outs of the new community center.
The community center is going to be really much more than just a fitness center. So we're going to have a pool that'll have lap lanes and some space for kids to play. We'll have 3 gymnasiums. We'll have a place to work out. One of the things that we're doing is we have some space set aside for kind of a teen space. The other thing that we're going to have is we're going to have a lot of space for our senior citizens. So we've got a really outdated senior citizen center over next to Tremont Elementary School. We're going to replace that. So we think it's going to have a lot of stuff for the community in there.
Now Mr. Shoney gives us some insight on the admission to the community center.
The way it's going to work in terms of getting admission is there will be an option to get kind of an annual fee. The other option will be you can buy a day pass. We're going to have a bunch of different options. The other thing that we're doing is we have in the budget money set aside for scholarships. So if there are families in the community that are going to struggle to afford those fees or struggle to afford a membership, we're going to have a way to help them out because we want everybody to be able to participate. Funding for the program, we're going to do it a couple different ways. In terms of paying for the construction of the community center itself, we're going to use what's called tax increment financing. So when a new development comes on board, it creates a whole bunch of value. That value gets taxed. What tax increment financing does is it takes the growth in the value, so not what was there already. So in this case, the schools today are getting $123,000 a year from the property where the community center is going to go. They'll continue to get that, but the rest of that property tax revenue the new property tax revenue is going to get plowed into helping to pay for building the new community center. That's the biggest part of it, and then we've got some other funds that we're going to pull from so that we don't have to raise taxes to pull it off.
Now Mr. Shoney gives us the logistics and timeline that is going into making the new community center possible.
Timeline's a little uncertain at this point. So we're right now looking to probably try and break ground maybe summer next year. And then construction times are typically about 2 years for something like this. There's a vote on May 4th. That vote simply asks the community whether we should build a community center at the former Macy's site at Kingsdale, provided that we don't have to raise taxes to do it. If the voters say yes, then we're going to plow forward with final design, get all the financing put in place, and like I said earlier, start trying to build it and have it open sometime in 2024 or early 2025.
Got the chance to interview a few students and staff on how they feel about the new community center.
In my opinion, a community center would be a nice place for us to be able to stay active, which is important to me, and do different activities. I also have 2 sons that are 5 and 3, so the thought of maybe having an indoor swimming location or places we could play basketball, things like that, is very appealing to me. So I'm hoping that everything works out and goes through, and we have a place that my family can enjoy.
Center would be great for the community. Because I wish when I was a kid I could have had one to just go and play basketball.
May I please have your attention? The store will be closing in 5 minutes. We thank you for shopping with us today.
This has been Rory Brennan
and Patrick Ray
reporting for the WAR.
Thanks, guys. After passing the ballot, the city sent an email to residents saying they are hopeful construction will start in 2 years after planning has been completed.
The annual Light Ohio Blue event is a great way to honor police officers who lost their lives in the line of duty. This commemoration is also a way to show our appreciation for those who continue to serve. To participate, homes and businesses should display blue lights from May 9th to May 16th.
Now Jimmy takes a look at a local organization, Sam's Fans.
On Sunday, April 11th, Sam's Fans held its amazing birthday adventure event. This event is a scavenger hunt where families can travel to different locations around UA to find different prizes and help support the Sam's Fans charity. I went to ask Joe McCarthy, whose family started Sam's Fans, to explain what the Sam's Fans cause is and what their goals are.
Today was the Sam's Fans Amazing Birthday Adventure, which is a offshoot of the normal Sam's Fans ice cream party. one of our many events that benefits music and art therapy in hospitals around Ohio, and hopefully soon expanding places like Florida and Kentucky, Indiana.
This event ran from 12 until 4, with families creating their own teams to visit places such as Whitcliffe and the Sam's Fans office to collect prizes for kids and fill out their scavenger hunt sheets, while also helping raise awareness and learn more about music and art therapy. I also spoke with Owen Gowell, who was volunteering at the Whitcliffe location, to see how the event was going.
I mean, just a blessed day, man. Great people, just some great weather. Just really fortunate to work for such a great event. Just great seeing the people come out today, man.
Be on the lookout for more Sam's Fans events, as they have many throughout the year in Upper Arlington. For more information about Sam's Fans, you can visit samsfans.org, and to follow future events, you can follow their Twitter at samsfans15. This has been Jimmy Sheffo, reporting from the WARL.
Thanks, Jimmy. Be sure to stay tuned for different events that Sam's Fans will be hosting in the future.
Now to Patrick and Kira with Lifestyle.
Thank you, Elena and Elizabeth. With Broadway shows in New York City being shut down last March, it has been announced that shows will be back this year. Broadway wants to relearn the shows because of the long break and figure out ways to have as many audience members as possible. Not all shows have been released opening dates, but some have, with Jagged Little Pill having an opening date for September 7th and Diana the Musical having one for December 1st.
Now let's take a look at fashion trends with Claire Shetler.
It's no secret that quarantine has changed many aspects of our daily life. One big impact it has had on our day-to-day is fashion. Fashion and trends change often normally, but with 2 months of quarantine, it really gave people time to focus on themselves and how they want to look. I interviewed students to see their outlook on fashion over quarantine and their take on the trends.
I feel like at the beginning of quarantine, people didn't really care
No,
what they
Patrick,
looked
we
like.
still
And
have
then,
more to
like,
talk
after
about.
quarantine, they started to care less about trends and more just, like, what they liked, like, what made them feel good.
During quarantine, like a lot of people were just like not dressing up, and then once quarantine was over, it was like a chance to like dress up and like wear actual outfits out, so like a lot of people just like stepped up their style.
I shop at thrift stores, Brandy Melville, and American Eagle, sometimes PacSun.
I shop at like Brandy Melville, PacSun, occasionally like Abercrombie and Hollister. I think the fashion trends right now, like pleated skirts, Jordans are pretty popular, oversized sweaters, baggier pants, like big pants with like a smaller shirt.
Mom jeans, sweater vests, like oversized t-shirts, Air Force Ones, tennis skirts.
With fashion trends changing, I decided to take a closer look into how stores are coping with accommodating social distancing rules. Due to many stores closing at the beginning of quarantine, most customers took their business online. It was an easy and safe way to get what they wanted delivered to their doorstep from the comfort of their own home. As time went on, more and more stores started to reopen their doors and let customers shop in person. While a mask is required in every store, some have gone above and beyond and added more restrictions such as a population limit and closed fitting rooms. This has been Claire Shetler reporting for the WARL.
Thank you, Claire. Summer is coming up, and with that, new fashion trends for the season. Longer shorts are coming, and so are halter tops. Brighter colors are coming back with bold colors such as hot pink, green, and orange. Pattern print now in style, with flower and animal print being very popular. Platform shoes and influence from the 70s and 90s are what we can expect to see this summer.
Every year, National Nurses Week is held from May 4th through May 12th. The date comes from Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Birthday is May 12th. Be sure to thank and celebrate nurses for all of their hard work a little extra today.
Now let's toss it to Jillian and Carter on Maine.
Our current high school building has sent off 63 graduating classes into their next chapter of life. This spring, the class of 2021 will be the 64th and final class to graduate from this building. May 27th will be the last day for students in the building, and the demolition process will begin quickly after.
Before we say goodbye to the Ridgeview building, Upper Arlington City Schools will be sharing a virtual walkthrough on their website and social media accounts.
There have been some positive additions to the new Upper Arlington High School building. The architectural design provides quality views outside to all students. Fresh air will be provided for classrooms as part of the distribution system. A green roof has been created, and 120 bicycle parking will be provided.
Now we take a look at junior Maddie Fine, scholar, athlete, and Tourette's ambassador.
Tourette's syndrome, also called TS, causes people to have tics. Tics are sudden twitches, movements, or sounds that people do repeatedly. People who have tics cannot stop their body from doing these things. A CDC study found that about 138,000 children ages 6 through 17 in the U.S. have received a diagnosis of TS. Junior Maddie Fine is one of those kids. Maddie was 7 years old when she first found out that she had Tourette's. She learned how to cope with her tics and had a normal childhood.
I first found out that I had Tourette's syndrome when I was in 2nd grade. I went to my neurologist appointment and my doctor told me what it was and that I had it. But she also told me that that would not affect me and I would still be a success in whatever I wanted to do, like dance or tennis or sports.
Tourette's is a genetic disorder. Both Maddie and her father, Jason Fine, have been diagnosed.
So with Tourette's syndrome being genetic, my youngest brother has Tourette's syndrome. I had Tourette's. My oldest brother did not. My kids have a 50% chance of developing the disorder. I've got Maddie, who has Tourette's. My youngest daughter, Mia, who's an 8th grader, does not have Tourette's syndrome. Girls are not as likely to show symptoms of the disorder. I believe boys are 3 to 4 times more likely to show the symptoms.
Freshman year of high school, Maddie became a Tourette's youth ambassador and took a trip to Washington, D.C.
9 youth ambassadors who went to D.C. So on day 1 we did training and on how to be an ambassador, which means just in the future I'll be going to different schools or like different events and spreading awareness about Tourette's. And then on the 2nd day we went to Capitol Hill and we spread awareness to congressmen, asking them for support for the Tourette's Syndrome Association, and it was a really cool experience. So some of my tics in the past, I've had mainly vocal tics, and one that I've constantly always had was like sort of where I clear my throat, and then another one is a squeak noise, and sometimes I'll snort.
Although Maddie has overcome a lot with her disorder, she tells us about some difficult times.
I was in the hallway, and one of my tics was like a squeak noise at the time. And I was walking around and I was doing my tics, and a teacher came out actually and asked if there was a dog outside. And I had to explain that that was me, and like I have Tourette's, and that was me making my noise.
Junior Katie Coakley, a friend of Maddie's, tells us about how it affects her social life.
I met Maddie freshman year and I've known her for 3 years, and I've always known she had Tourette's, but she's always handled it really well and it's never affected her social life. Even though Maddie has Tourette's, she's always been very positive and she's been an amazing friend for the 3 years I've known her, and she's super passionate about spreading awareness.
Today, Maddie plays varsity tennis for Upper Arlington High School and has learned that she can achieve anything she puts her mind to, even though her disorder can make things difficult. She continues to inspire others on a daily basis and raises awareness about TS. This is Carter Moore reporting for the WARL.
Maddie has been busy giving presentations over Zoom about Tourette's. For more information, visit the Tourette website at tourette.org.
Next show, we take a look at summer jobs, and a UA alum and current Miami doctor gives insight on COVID-19.
That's it for this edition of UA Live. Thanks for tuning in.